up, guys? Cody here with another video for you guys today, and today I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I had picked up at the Titanic Museum over in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I am clearly back home, and I got a baggie full of things to show you guys right here. Before we get started, though, I just want to say that I really appreciate everyone who has been watching the Titanic video, because that was a really fun video to do. I've been wanting to go to that museum for a long time. It was supposed to be a trip that I was supposed to take when I graduated high school 13 years ago, and my mom started falling ill around that time. She couldn't make trips like that anymore, and it was always exhausting to her to be able to just do things like that. So, you know, I was supposed to go as a graduation gift, and I'm just glad that I got to do it with my friends and stuff like that, because it was an experience for sure. It was an interesting museum, one that I was actually geeking out over, because I've been a huge Titaniac for such a long time, and it was a dream come true. It really was. I was just on the edge of my seat getting there. It was a 4-hour drive, so my anxiety was through the roof. And as soon as we saw the museum off in the distance, the 4 funnels and stuff, I was geeking out. But yeah, like I said, the Titanic Museum is it is just an interesting way that they did it. It's, you know, half the ship, the bow of the ship, and the front of it and stuff like that. That whole facade, that building is shaped like the ship. You have an iceberg on the other end of it. I was able to take photos and videos, which, by the way, I'm going to put those photos up periodically through this video so you guys can see some extra content, because we did some really cool shots, some photos and stuff like that. Alright guys, so here is the tote bag full of stuff that I picked up at the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge. So this also, for those of you guys who are asking, I went to the Pigeon Forge one. I do know there is a Branson, Missouri one, and I don't know how different it is, but I did hear that they do switch out artifacts and stuff like that. I wasn't able to get a lot of footage of different things. I'm going to put photos up for you guys throughout this whole video, because there's some really cool photos that we took that I wasn't able to incorporate in the video. So this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a two-parter while I'm showing you guys everything I picked up. But they do tend to swap out, historical artifacts and stuff like that. At one point, they did have Wallace Hartley, who was the musician or the violinist on the Titanic, playing Near My God to Thee. His violin that was found on his body when he was recovered from the ocean was actually put on display over at Pigeon Forge at one point. It's not anymore, unfortunately, but I would have loved to have seen that. There were some things in there that I was just flabbergasted by. Like, they had pieces of wood from the grand staircase from the actual Titanic on display behind glass, which was crazy. So, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys everything I picked up real quick. I don't want to ramble too much, but this is a Titanic Monopoly board game. It's not an official Monopoly board game. It's just called Titanicopoly. It's made by the museum, because this is actually, it's a museum-based board game. But as you can see, it has all the same, things you would expect from an official Monopoly, board game right here. It piqued my interest, because I love Monopoly, I love board games. I have a whole board game collection, and because I went to the Titanic Museum and saw this, I was just like, oh, okay. I'm pretty sure this is I don't know if you guys ever run into like your local Walmart or a local store. I think that the same people that did this actually did, like, I live in Huntsville, so they did something called Huntsvilleopoly. Like, they do city-based Monopoly-themed board games. And I think this is specifically for the Titanic Museum. So I think that's pretty cool. I had to grab it. I really love Monopoly, and this would just be a great little thing to, show off and enjoy and play with some friends. I do have some wrap stuff here. Before I get started, though, on that, this is my boarding pass right here. So the boarding pass, we were given a name from a actual person that was on the Titanic, and we would, by the end of the museum, find out if he lived or died. And of course, me and Connor both got third-class male passengers. So if you guys don't know, a majority of the third-class male passengers have no chance of living. It's an extremely morbid fact. I'm just being honest with you. A lot of third-class passengers, didn't matter if it was a woman or child either, they were treated very differently in 1912. As a matter of fact, the museum did mock and joke about the fact that if we were third-class passengers, we had to be checked for ticks and diseases and stuff like that. So for those of you out there that are getting offended by my Titanic video saying I'm being very disrespectful to a real-life tragedy, might want to contact the Titanic Museum because they play on making fun of it as well. So yeah, anyway, Titanic boarding pass was pretty cool. Like I said, of course, my character, or my real-life person, whoever I was playing, passed away, and Connor's did as well. So there's that, and then we also have a little business card right here that was amazing. It's a TripAdvisor thing right here. So if you guys are interested in checking out this museum, it is on www.titanicattraction.com. Feel free to go check it out. It is definitely worth going to if you guys are interested. We'll do this next. I really wanted this. I love snow globes. I have one snow globe in my collection, unfortunately, and it was for Christmas themed. And I love having snow globes because again, being autistic and stuff, I like to fidget, and, you know, messing around with things like that helps kind of calm me. So they had this really nice snow globe right here of, it's a museum-based snow globe as well, which was pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and take it out for you guys real quick, get you guys a little bit more detail on it. So here it is right here. This is actually supposed to be, I believe, like the museum. You could see the Titanic inside there. You do have Jack and Rose doing the I'm flying bit right there. And there's the snow. And then the base of it is the grand staircase, which we got some amazing photos of us on the grand staircase. That was a very beautiful recreation of the staircase. And it is apparently to scale and as accurate as possible based on the blueprints. From what I've heard, that thing is exactly to scale and is in a perfect replica. So yeah, that snow globe was like on my list of things to get right there. Absolutely love that right there. And let's see what's next. Oh, now I had to get something that was shaped like the Titanic, and because me and my roommate tend to accumulate a lot of quarters and change in general, I had to get, this is like a ceramic Titanic piggy bank that I'm going to keep over here by my computer and stuff like that. But I mean, I thought it was really cool to have. I really wanted to have something like this. And it does say Titanic, the world's largest museum attraction right there. And again, there's the top. You got the 4 funnels. Just put your quarter or penny, whatever of choice, inside there. And yeah, I'm going to store, you know, all my change and stuff in that. That was pretty cool to have as well. And we got a couple more items here. I'm going to do the one that I'm pretty sure people want to see last. But this is, I'm a stickler for glassware, and we don't have a lot of like glasses and stuff like that. So I decided, oh, by the way, this came wrapped in Titanic Museum paper, so I'm keeping that. I'm a collector, so bear with me. This glass right here, I loved the look of their frosted glasses, but it says Titanic 1912 with an anchor right there, and you can see the Titanic kind of, you know, chiseled in there. It is actually frosted and raised and stuff, so it's, what do they call it? Is it embossed, debossed, whatever? Yeah, it is really interesting to have a glass like it's a pint glass, really nice and sturdy. So I was really excited to get that. I really wanted to get the stein that they had. They had a bunch of different steins in there, but they were more expensive than I was expecting them to be, and I was really upset because I wanted to have one of those. But maybe next time. We're thinking about going back with Jesse because he wanted to go but couldn't. So I forgot to mention I got Adelie this little plush Titanic right here, and she seems to like it, so that's all that matters. And I also got this for my friend Jose and his wife Tiffany right here. Was on their list of things. I just decided to get a magnet for them right there. But yeah, this is actually really nice looking. It's foiled and stuff like that. So yeah, there's that magnet right there. You guys know I had to get this. I'm looking at it. I don't regret it. It cost 16 bucks. I was just like, why not? I ended up getting the Heart of the Ocean right here. Like, why wouldn't I get this, like, for display purposes? It is one of my favorite films. I was obsessed with the Titanic, and it's there. it's a Titanic Heart of the Ocean replica necklace right there. It is the costume version. They do have other versions of it that go upwards to like $250. As a matter of fact, they had one that was made by Tiffany that was not for sale on display. It's in the video, but I'll put a picture up right here. And it looked amazing. It had real diamonds and everything. And I think it was estimated to be like a $500,000 necklace. So it is just amazing, you know, how much movie memorabilia they actually had there. They really did play into the fact that a lot of people who are big fans of the Titanic obviously come from watching James Cameron's Titanic film. So that is the one thing that I will say about the museum is they are very much aware of that. The music sheet that lady, when she was playing the piano, had Jack and Rose doing the I'm Flying bit on the front of it. Like, they had a lot of references to the Titanic museum, or not Titanic museum, Titanic movie. But yeah, that was the last thing that I ended up getting right there for myself. And yeah, I had to put this up on a specific place, so I decided to wrap it around my Godzilla statue. So Godzilla will always look like he's wearing the Heart of the Ocean right next to my computer. So there is that. But that is essentially what I got. Not a lot of stuff. I did, you know, take advantage of the fact that, you know, I was saving up money for this museum, and I knew that a lot of things were going to be expensive because it's a tourist attraction. So I had to use my money sparingly if I wanted to eat. And I'm glad you guys got to also see that little 50s diner at the Sunliner Diner. If you guys have not checked out that video, Connor, man, he ate a burger that was like this tall, okay? And he was, you know, it's apparently a competition he had with his sister. They both went at it eating the burger. So go watch the video if you guys want to see who won that. That is the most recent video that we uploaded. But guys, as always, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back with more videos soon. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. See ya.